Back here inside the Sphere on Mid-Ohio post-game show, I am now joined by Victoria's head coach Scott Sellers, win number 14 on the season, but most importantly, 10th in a row, ties the school record, only the third time ever in the history of Clear Fork girls basketball. You have done that. Just, all of the great players that have graduated over the last couple of years, you continue to have great team after great team, and let's start here with the defense. The amount of games that you have given up 30 points or less, 35 points or less, you're allowing only 31 points per game. I know you're a defensive coach, but this year, this is just crazy, man.
Yeah, and first and foremost, against a team like West Holmes, they're so physical, they play so hard, they're so fundamentally sound that it's almost unbelievable that we were able to hold them to that. They helped us out a little bit by missing some shots, probably making some uncharacteristic turnovers. I just think that it's the blueprint, for how you want to build a program, what they do over there. That said, we have 8 kids that we're comfortable playing at any point in time. I thought that they did a fantastic job in rotations and really getting after it, and very pleased with the effort. How physical that team is. They were able to do some things defensively against us as well. We picked them up a couple years ago, lost the last 2 years, and what were close games. And so I know for the girls, they really wanted this game. Obviously the coaches did. It does mean something to them to win their 10th in a row. So very happy with the effort and the ability to perform like we did.
And, Brian and I saw you just a week ago. You hit a school record 17 threes. Mel Blubaugh ties the individual record with 7 threes, and we're saying, you know what, this is a team that lives and dies by the three. Well, throw that out the window tonight. You only hit 3 threes, but you double West Holmes up 18-9 from inside the paint. Just what can that say about you guys, that not only you're the three-point shooting team, you're a defensive team, but now it seems like you're more of a complete team after a win against a good West Holmes squad by outscoring them inside the paint?
Well, I think part of it is we'll take what teams will give us. They were playing real physical at the three-point line. We have some kids that can put the ball on the deck and go get us a bucket. So we stressed that, especially after the first time out. We saw kind of how the game was folding. A couple years ago when we had Becca Conrad, 6'4", 61% of our shots were within 3 feet.
Yeah.
And the next year we came out, and I think 55% of our shots were from 3. So, we've been able to adjust every year as well. And I think game by game we can do it, as well. We're comfortable shooting 5 threes in a game, and we're also comfortable shooting, 50 threes if that's what they allow. So proud of how the kids adapted to what the game gave us. And, again, it's nice to have some players that can go and get a bucket. At the end of the day, you can scheme and plan and whatever, but, we got some kids that can put the ball on the floor and go get a bucket. And in a game like this, it matters. So really pleased.
And not only with that, you have pretty much anybody on the floor can shoot from the outside or the inside, which has to be a great thing for you. Not only, they practice it enough with the three-point shooting, but the inside game that on any given night, Mel's going to get hers, but then you don't have to just rely on 1 or 2 because it's just you throw somebody out there, they're going to get you points as well.
We have a lot of confidence in all the kids. We start to see it, mid-April, May when, we're doing some things as a program. Obviously into the summer, we got a bunch of multi-sport athletes, which is really good, when it comes to how we mold kind of our team and the competitiveness. We're very blessed here to have kids that play travel softball and soccer, and they play all these club sports. But when we get them in season, they are committed. They're committed to what we're doing, and they buy in the off season. And again, you can be a great coach, you can be a great pro. You have to have good players that care about it and are willing to work. And the last couple years we've had that, and it's really fun to be around that kind of group as well. So it's a good time.
Now, everybody talks about what's coming up in 3 games' time, but before that, you're playing the Marion teams. You're playing Pleasant on Friday with a chance to not only keep yourselves a game back, possibly. You never know what Shelby could do before your matchup to be in a tie or whatever, but it keeps you a game back. But not only does it do that, you play a good Pleasant squad to break the record for the longest win streak in 11. What is it going to take? Because we always know the battles between Clear Fork and Pleasant are always close and always come down to the wire.
Yeah, they're really good. That ended up being a 3-point game there. When they played Shelby, that was a 5-point game. They compete really hard. They have kids that can dribble, pass, and shoot. So, for us, it's enjoy tonight.
Yep.
Start to plan tomorrow. Start to really get into practice and look at some things. When you get into the league schedule, a lot of the teams know each other so well that the second time you play them, it's usually pretty physical. And I think the MOAC does prepare you for certain things. Now, there's a couple teams this year that probably haven't lived up to what they thought they would. But there's some teams that can play, and all of them play very, very physical basketball. The Harding teams, Harding does, Pleasant does, River Valley does, obviously Shelby does. So it's a great program, and I think that you can see when we play schools outside of it, OCC, for example, tonight, they're probably the best 5 and 6 team in the state of Ohio, West Holmes. But those games do prepare you for out-of-conference stuff, so really happy about that. And we know that we got some big games coming against some really, really good, well-coached teams.
Well, but for now, for tonight, enjoy tying the streak. Number 10, only the third time ever. It gets you to win 14. You stay on that winning track. Now you can focus on what's at hand next, and that's an MOAC championship. So, Scott, appreciate the
Thanks,
time
Travis.
as always. Best of luck against
I appreciate
Pleasant.
everything you guys do. We love having you here.
Letting us be here for
Thanks, man.
Along the way. So, head coach Scott Sellers, thank you very much.